What is your full name?
My name is Catherine Bannicky.
Where are you from?
I am from Brantford, Ontario, Canada, but in 1964 I became a United States citizen. So I am a dual citizen of Canada and the United States.
How old were you on September 11th, 2001?
I was 55 years old at the time of the attacks.
How old? How did you find out about the attacks? What were you doing at the time?
At the time of the attacks, I was driving on the freeway going to work. I heard that a plane had hit the North Tower of the World Trade Center. And I immediately called my daughter, who was at home, and told her about it, and she said she had been watching it on television. And we discussed the fact that it could not possibly be a plane that had gone astray, that it must have been hijacked. And I got to the office, I went in, and the staff already had televisions set up, and we were watching the events unfold on TV.
What were your feelings or emotions when you heard about the attacks?
I was shocked, I was scared, I couldn't understand what was going on, and we all stood around the television in awe, wondering what exactly had happened.
Were you with other people when you heard about the attacks? What do you remember about sharing that moment?
Yes, I was at my office, as I stated, with the staff, and we were watching the television. We watched the flames coming from the one plane that had gone into the building. And as we stood around talking about what could possibly be, another plane hit the North Tower. And we knew then exactly what it was. It was terrorism. And we just were worried and concerned about the people that were in the buildings. It was 9:15, so we thought there were a lot of people in the buildings because of the fact that it was working hours.
What is your most vivid memory of that day?
My most vivid memory of that day is watching the tower fall. We have a consulting engineering firm, and some of our staff said that the structural steel in the building could not withstand the jet fuel heat. And we did try to call the city of New York to notify them, but of course the phone lines were busy and we couldn't get through, and just then the tower fell.
What did you think of the government's reaction to the attacks in the days and months after the attack?
I felt that the government did what they could possibly do. This was all new, this was all unknown. We had no idea why or who had done this. The main concern at the time was to find the people in the buildings, anybody that might be alive, to try and get them out and safe. And so that was the main concern of the government. And then also, of course, trying to since we did not know what was going on, the government tried to keep, of course, the president safe, and large corporations were afraid that they would be targeted next. It was just turmoil. No one really knew what was happening or what to do next. But the government, President Bush, did keep the people united and as calm as we could possibly be kept.
How have the additional security measures at airports made you feel?
I feel a little more secure, but I feel also that it's impossible to find someone that is really trying to harm us or harm other people. They're doing as good a job as they can. It's a monumental task, and I feel that they're doing what they can, but it's pretty much impossible to keep everybody safe, in my opinion.